I'm going to call this Raw Talks episode 1. I'm going to try my best to post multiple of these videos a week of just me sitting down and just talking to you about subjects that enter my mind about self-improvement. And the topic of today's video is going to be obsession. Now, I feel like everyone knows that the greats, whoever you look at, LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, in any field, the greats, the absolute top, those who achieve what most don't, the reason they do is because of obsession. Obsession, and as a person who thinks, I'm not just saying this to make myself feel big or be arrogant. As a person who experiences this obsessive nature with physical training in particular for me and just improving myself, that is my obsession, honestly, and it is. The way I would explain it is, it's not even that I'm disciplined to do it. It's not even that I'm disciplined to go on the 10K run or do the hard boxing conditioning session. It's that I can't not do it. Honestly, one of my mates explained it to me. He didn't explain it. I explained this to him and he gave me the analogy. So you're basically like a gambler who can't stop gambling. Just you're like that with training and self-improvement. And that is honestly how it is. You want to know what obsession is like? You can't stop thinking about it. 24/7, it's in your head. When you finish doing it, you want to do it again, and you want to do it again, and you want to do it again. The only way I can explain it is through an analogy, and don't think of this as me being arrogant or me trying to boast. But I remember probably 6-7 months ago, I ran a 21K, and 3 hours later I'm like, fuck, I have to train again, and I have to do a hard boxing session. Now, most of you watching this may not even understand that. On what planet would it be normal to run a 21K in one day and then 1 to 3, 4 hours later train hard again? My physio could not understand it. But it's honestly just in my mind 24/7. And that is what greatness entails. Thinking about what you want to be great at 24/7. It's always in your head. It's always in your head. When you're eating, when you're showering, when you're talking to people, it's in your head. How am I going to get better at this? How am I going to do this? You're structuring your day around your thing. You just can't not do it. It's not even discipline at that point, is because you just can't miss it. Because even if your day is busy with work or whatever, you're going to find a way to do it. And obsession is what separates those who are just good from those who are really, really great. But obsession is not all rosy and peachy. Obsession is not all great. You see, because as great as obsession is, as much as you can improve at the thing that you want to be great at with obsession, it kind of does sometimes destroy other areas of your life. Your social life takes a hit. Your friendships take a hit. Your family life may take a hit. And it's all because of this thing that you can't stop doing. And you may be even listening to this and say that is unhealthy. And it very well may be. As David Goggins said, I heard him talk about it, balance is important for a lot of people. But not if you want to be great. Not if you want to be the best. Because you're going to be so driven and obsessed to get there that that's what it takes. Because greatness takes every second of you. It takes everything out of you. And then it demands more. When you're down, when you feel like you're out, that's when you have to give more. That's when you have to become even more obsessed. When you feel like you're failing and nothing's working, that's when you double down and become even more obsessed. Now, I'm trying to explain this from my point of view. For me, obsession is I just can't stop thinking about training and self-improvement. I just can't stop thinking about how can I get better? How can I improve my mind? How can I improve my body? How can I recover my body better so I can train even more? I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking about it. I go to sleep at night, I'm thinking about it. I'm showering, I'm thinking about it. I'm eating, I'm thinking about it. How am I going to train tomorrow? How am I going to recover on Saturday so I'm fresh for Monday's session? How am I going to record videos as well for Invictus Milan so I can grow my YouTube channel or my Instagram? How can I improve myself every single day? That is obsession. Now, society will demonize it. There's a difference between passion and obsession, because when you're passionate, when you have a passion for something, society will say, great job, live with passion, do what you're passionate about. But when it crosses over into obsession, people look at you weird. People tell you, why can't you take a day off? This is not healthy. Why are you so intense all the time? Why can't you take a day off? Why can't you come spend time with me? This is why it's important to have people around you. They may not understand. No one is going to understand that level of obsession. I have to be honest with you. The obsession it takes to be great, no one is going to understand that obsession, because I know what it is like for me. My parents both tell me, Milan, why can't you go out? Why can't you be like everyone else? Why can't you drink alcohol sometimes? Why do you have to plan every single day and every single second of every day so you're productive or so you can train? And I just can't stop, to be honest. That's the best way I can explain it. It's not even that I'm disciplined to do it. I just can't stop. And that is the one thing that separates the great from the average. You have something that the greats don't, and it's an off switch. But that's one of the big negatives about obsession, because you can't turn it off. If you're obsessed in one avenue to that much, it forms a part of your personality, and you can't shut it off in normal everyday life. So when you're doing things around the house, they may seem trivial to other people, but your obsessive personality takes over. And that is exactly one of the reasons why I never am going to try alcohol. I'm never going to try recreational drugs. I'm never going to try any of that stuff. Because if I try and like it, I'm going to regret it. And if I try and don't like it, I'm going to regret that I tried it. Nikola Tesla never got married. He stayed a virgin his whole life. Nikola Tesla. And I understand that level of obsession and dedication he had to his craft, to inventing, to trying to be the best at what he was doing, and he just didn't want anything distracting him for it. And don't get me wrong, a great woman in your life puts you ahead 10 years, in my opinion. But sometimes you miss out on that great woman just because you're so zoned in and so focused on what you're doing that she passes you by and she goes for someone else. To be honest with you, I've cut off many friends because of my obsession. I've cut off friends that drink alcohol. I've cut off friends that go out. I've cut off friends that party. I've cut off friends that waste time. All my friends I have a very small circle of friends, and they're all pretty much like me. Honestly, they are. And I'm very grateful for them. But obsession can destroy you if you don't learn how to control it as well. And it's destroyed many men. Alexander the Great was absolutely obsessed with taking over the world or conquering every single part of the world. And he got very far by his constant obsession to be better and to conquer more, ultimately led to his demise. That's the best way I can explain obsession to you. I just can't stop. The greats can't stop. They have to do it. It's something in them. They can't stop. Like a gambler who can't stop gambling. Like someone who can't stop eating sweets. Like the drug addict who can't stop doing drugs. You know, these last maybe 2 weeks, I've had to take off training because I've been dealing with like a sort of an overuse injury, tendonitis in my knee. And now, to be honest, as crazy as it sounds to say, I realize how a drug addict feels. Because while I can train, I can still go gym, I still swim even though I hate it. But I told this to my physio and he said, that's crazy to say, but knowing you, I understand. I told my physio, the only joy I get in life is smashing my body every single day. I am most joyful when I am exhausted, when I am gasping for air, when I am sweating all over the place. That's where I find the most joy. In those moments of struggle, I find the most joy. It's crazy to say, but honestly, I realize how obsessed I am. And these Raw Talk videos, they're going to be raw. I'm going to share what I feel, how I think of these things and concepts. But if you want to be great and you're watching this video, if you want to be great, if you truly want greatness in life, then you can't think and do what everyone else is doing. You have to separate yourself from the crowd. You can't think like them. You can't go to the places they go. You can't eat what they eat. And you can't sometimes be friends with them because you go in separate directions. And almost no one will understand your obsession for greatness. No one is going to understand that level of obsession because, to be honest with you, no one really understands what it takes. Everyone looks at the greats and says, wow, I wish I could be just like them. But do you really? Because most people wouldn't want to live like that. I had people at my old job, and I won't say what the job was, but I had people at my old job telling me, if I lived like you, I would be miserable. Now, everyone, each to their own. But remember, when you want to trade lives with these great people, these great individuals, that level of obsession that I'm talking about, that I feel that every single moment of every day, I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to keep doing it non-stop. When I finish, I want to go again, and I want to go again. And for me, I've had to learn the discipline of not going hard every single day. And that is exactly why this mild overuse injury has been a blessing, because it's going to allow me to revamp, to adapt, to improve. Because the discipline, for me, it's not the discipline of keep going and going and going harder and harder, because I can do that to the end. For me, it's the discipline of stopping, of sometimes having a day where I go easier. But my obsession tends to take over. That's what obsession is, and all the greats have it. And if you want true greatness, you're going to have to become obsessed. There's no other way. But ask yourself, do you really want to live like this? Do you want to be thinking about it 24/7? Do you want to just keep optimizing your life for this one thing? That's all you live for. That's all you're going to think about. That's all you're going to optimize your life around. When people are speaking to you, you're thinking about this thing. When you're sitting and eating at the dinner table, you're thinking about how you're going to do the thing again, or how you're going to get better at doing the thing. If you really want to live like that, then greatness is on the cards for you. But if you don't, and that is completely fine if you don't, because greatness is available to everyone who chooses to go for it, who chooses the lifestyle. But if you're not willing to go all in and be obsessed, then don't even walk the path at all, because you're just going to suffer, and you're just going to make yourself unnecessarily suffer. Decide what you want, because this is what it takes. And always remember, you were born to be great.